Hi, my smell good friends. So what I've got going on here today is my January 2025. Can you believe it? January 2025 melting basket. I can't believe we're in January already. I can't believe Christmas is over. It feels like it went by in a flash. I hope everyone's Christmas was fantastic. Mine was very nice. I had my daughter and her boyfriend over to celebrate the day, and we opened gifts together, and we had a great meal together and watched a Christmas movie, The Polar Express, and it was just a great day. So I hope everyone had an equally great Christmas. And yeah, if you tuned in, you're here to see my January melting basket, and I'm here to share it. So let's get started. As most of you know, and if you're new here, you don't, I follow Patricia Gates's wax challenge. She apparently has been doing this wax challenge for some time. Patricia, she has a channel here on YouTube. I will link her channel below. She has fantastic Scentsy content. She has other content as well, but she is a Scentsy consultant, and she has a lot of Scentsy content on her channel. Fabulous Scentsy content, by the way. I love her Tester Tuesday videos, so check those out if you haven't seen them already. But anyway, she runs this wax challenge, and she's very kind to put together the prompts every month. She usually posts a post on her Instagram and on her community tab here on YouTube asking for scent prompts for ideas. And she does the bulk of the work, but we put out, our ideas. And she tries to put together prompts where you can follow along in the challenge, whether you are doing vendor wax or Scentsy wax, or maybe you're doing both like I am. And so I really appreciate that. But they're always lots of fun, and it gives me an idea of what wax to pull. So I'm going to do like I did last month and just kind of go through the wax quickly, because if I spend too much time smelling everything and telling you what I smell and cold sniff, we will be here forever. So I'm just going to go through everything kind of quickly. I may make a comment here or there because I just talk too much, and that's just the way I am. But for the most part, we'll just go through everything quickly. And of course, you will see what I actually got from these scents more in depth when I do my empties videos. So January 1st, the prompt is, and I apologize for any glare on my glasses. I have my iPad out. My chandelier in my dining room is probably shining on my glasses. I may end up taking them off in a little bit. But day one is Happy New Year. Melt something bubbly or fizzy. So I don't have a lot of bubbly or fizzy scents in my collection. I'm not big on like champagne scents, which are usually your bubbly scents. I'm not huge on fizzy scents. They're okay. I don't actively seek them out. Now, that's not to say I won't purchase them, because often I will, especially soda scents. I do tend to like soda scents, and I feel like you don't find them that often. But I like things like a cola float or like a root beer float, things like that. But I found a couple of things, and I pulled. So the first thing I pulled is this wax from the Bathing Garden. And so the label's on one side. I picked this up in a D-stash. This is called Behind the Mask. And there's the front of that. I got this in a D-stash. It's looking a little aged. Really neat wax though. Let me take these shapes out so you can see those better, because the wax kind of has glitter all over the bag, so it's kind of hard to see them. But look at that. That is so cool. Now, the Bathing Garden does not put scent notes on their wax, but I think the person I got this wax from may have scent notes on that bag. So let me see what I can see here. These smell pretty good. I know there's champagne in this scent, so that's why I pulled it. But let's see if I can read this. Yeah. So it is, open the bag back up, see. Orange champagne, mandarin, cranberry, and candied apples. Yeah, I just got done saying I wasn't going to smell everything. And how many times did I just smell that? But anyway, that fits the prompt for day one. So I pulled that. And then I also pulled from Zape. This is sauced Love those shapes. They're so huge. It's a squirrel and a leaf. It's so cute. I picked this up in the fall if you can't figure that one out. But this has sweet cranberry, mandarin orange, and citrus fizz. I thought that would be perfect for the occasion. So day 2 is test out a new to you scent. And I pulled from Lavender and Speckles, Candy Cane Beach. I picked this up in her last pre-order and I couldn't wait to get into it. So this is Candy Cane, Boardwalk Mellow Clouds, and Beach Marshmallow being Beach Nights. This smells amazing on cold. Cannot wait to try that. That is her olive oil formula. I also pulled from Super Tarts. This is Strawberry Wreath. And I think this was Kim's recommendation. I think this was like her scent idea. Kim's Organizing Wax, I think her name is. I think that's the name of her channel. I'll post her channel below. She also has a fantastic channel. She does great hauls, great reviews. I just love listening to her speak. Her voice is so soothing. And she's pretty amazing. But I'm pretty sure this was her scent request. This is Strawberry Slices, Pine Needles, and Sugar Cookies. I'm finding that I really like strawberry mixed with tree scents. I think this smells fantastic. Fantastic. So bravo to her. I really like bakery scents mixed with tree as well. So that's Strawberry Wreath. Cannot wait to get into that. Also from Zape, this is the cutest wax I have ever seen. This is called Bah Humbug. Look at those little gentlemen. So this is like 8 pieces of wax. So each one of those pieces is separate. So cute. This is Sweet Winter Cranberry and hints of holiday fir. This smells amazing on cold. I love cranberry mixed with tree, so I'm looking forward to that. All right, day 3 is Melt Something Red for January's birthstone. I'm gonna take these off. And I pulled a number of scents. I will just warn you, I pulled way too much wax as usual. I probably will not get to it all. I did make a pretty good dent in my December melting basket, but I failed to remember that I had some time off in December. So that made a difference. And I did still have a few cents left over, and I rolled them over into this basket. So, you know, whatever I don't get to, I'll just roll it over to February. So I pulled from Sensationals. This is Believe. And I don't have the scent notes to this, but it smells fruity. From Britta's Creepy Treasures, I pulled Prue. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but that's what it looks like it is. So this is Don't Be Shy, which is a perfume dupe. Blackberry and Marshmallow Bomb. So, oh, that smells amazing. That is a beautiful deep red. And then from L3 Waxy Wonders, I pulled Frosted Juniper, Tart Cranberry, Orange Marmalade. I think she doesn't use commas in between her scent notes, so I'm not positive I'm saying the scent notes separately correctly, but this is one of her word bars. I think it says cheer. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's easy to get out. Yeah, there it is there. So I think this will be the first word bar that I've actually worn from L3. And so looking forward, oh, that smells good. Looking forward to getting into that. So the prompt for day 4 is melt a scent suitable for a crisp winter night. And I pulled from Kringle Candle, Country Candle, Baby It's Cold Outside. This is just a beautiful, beautiful scent. I have the candle too, so I'll get into that as well. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It's got like berry in it, and I think vanilla and sandalwood, and I think it has like musk, and it's kind of has like a little bit of a floral note, but it's kind of powdery. It's such a beautiful winter scent. So looking forward to melting that again. It's been since last year. I also pulled from Sassy Girl Aroma, Snowman Treats. And this is apple, spice, vanilla, and brown sugar. Interesting scent notes for a snowman scent. And I also pulled from Sassy Girl Aroma. I picked this up in a D-stash. This is North Pole Cookies. That brittle is beautiful. This is peppermint, vanilla, and whipped buttercream. Nothing better than baked cookies on a cold winter night, right? Day 5 is melt a put up your feet and relax type of scent. So I pulled Ho 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 from Zape. Peppermint and vanilla scent are my jam and very calming and soothing to me. So this is sweet peppermint candies and creamy marshmallow. Love me peppermint and marshmallow together. I also pulled from Harper James, No Place Like Home. I thought the name of this wax was fitting for the prompt. So this is balsam fir, red berries, orange peel, and blackberry. Oh my gosh, this sounds like an amazing winter scent. And then from Super Tarts, I pulled Go to Sleep, which is kind of self-explanatory. And this is pink sugar blended with sweet lavender cream. I'm not huge on lavender, as you guys know. But this does smell nice. I really like it mixed in with that pink sugar. So I plan to get into that. I think I'll do that in my bedroom, which is a good place to do lavender. So day 6, the prompt is melt an old wax or a Christmas scent for Old Christmas Day. So I went with Christmas scents. I've been doing wax for years. What am I saying? I probably could find some very old wax, but I just went with Christmas. So Zape is Christmas in a Cup. I picked this up recently, but I actually think it was a leftover from last year. Super cute. Look like little cupcake bottoms. There's little glitter on top. This is eggnog, sugar cookies, espresso, and sweet cream. Also from Zape. I didn't realize I pulled so much Zape. This is Christmas tree cakes. And I picked this up recently, but I also think it was a leftover from last year. This was fluffy white cake, buttercream filling, and a hint of Christmas spice, which I think, look how pretty that is. It's supposed to be like the Little Debbie cakes. It smells better than the Little Debbie cakes. Oh my gosh, that smells creamy vanilla goodness. And then from Rose Girls and Scoopable Wax Melts, because they're mom and daughter and sometimes they pour the same wax, I pulled Christmas Eve and Cookie Land. So there's the scoop from Scoopable Wax Melt. And then from Rose Girls, I pulled a chunk muffin. Super cute. I love her chunk muffins. So this is eggnog, royal sugar cookie, monster cookie, marshmallow smoothie, and donut holes. I recently melted this in December. It's so good. So good. So yeah, this is my last of it. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy that in January. So day 7, pick a melt that contains dark berries. Hello, sir. You want to say hello? Say hello. You can't sit on Jersey. I mean, it's not nice. Jersey is to the left of me. It's not nice to sit on your sister. No. I love you. Hi. Hi, Zebra. Oh, the sugars. You won't give me sugars? Okay. Well, if you're going to lay here, you got to lay down. Okay? Can you please? Thank you. You want to smell? Okay, so day 7 is pick a melt that contains dark berries. I may have already said that. Yeah, Jersey said, hell with this. Sorry, Jers. Ooh, girl, you got some static going on. The first scent I picked was Sensational's Cranberry Buttercream. Because, you know, cranberries are dark. And this is, ooh, very fruity. I think there's like raspberry in here too, if I remember correctly. And by the way, Sensationals you can pick up at Walmart if you don't already know that. From Lavender and Speckles, I pulled all the Berry French Toast. And this is all the sweet berries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, and strawberries. Blended with buttercream, French toast, and a hint of donut glaze. That sounds amazing. And from Rose Girls, I am really trying to make a dent in some of my older Rose Girls wax. I have melted some scents recently that are about a year old, and they have been quite light. Not all, but some have been quite light. I had heard from many that is the case when it comes to bakery scents from Rose Girls. So I am trying to make a dent in what I have that's coming up on a year old. So I actually pulled a number that I'll go over at the end of the video that I just plan to work on throughout whenever I can. That may or may not fit any of these prompts. I didn't really pay attention. I just pulled them because they were old. But I did pull for this particular prompt, Blueberry Streuselkuchen. And this is ripe blueberries and rich sweet pastry and vanilla. I think this is what they call like their German house blend of coffee cake. Oh my god, their blueberry oil is so good. So super duper looking forward to melting that. So day 8 is National Bubble Bath Day. Pick a bubble bath scent. I don't really have like bath scents in my collection. I just don't like scents that kind of smell like soap. That's what I save my real soap for. But what I decided to do, I knew I had some scents in my collection that had rose jam in them. And I'm not super familiar with Lush. I don't shop there. I've never tried any of their bath products, but my understanding is rose jam is a Lush type. And so I thought, well, that's bath products. I feel like that counts. So I pulled a couple of scents that had rose jam in them. The first one is from L3 Waxy Wonders. This is Painting the Roses Red. This is in Herb Bunts. And this is Rose Jam, which is Lush type, Pink Sugar, and Tea and Cakes. That actually sounds quite nice. I think I will sneak a sniff. Ooh, that Rose Jam is strong, but it's nice. I think I'll enjoy that. I don't know how much I'll enjoy that at this time of the year because I'm such a seasonal melter, but I'm going to get into it. And then from Britta's Creepy Treasures, I pulled, I think we need a bigger boat. There's a label. And that's in one of her witch shapes. And this is Beach Nights and Rose Jam. So I smelled that earlier, and there's a lot of rose jam going on in there too. I do have the spooky snap bars from Brita, so I think I'm going to add a little bit more Beach Nights to that. So day 9 is Melt a Scent with Apricots, or starts with an A. I have very little scents in my collection that have apricot. It's not really a scent that a scent characteristic that I lean towards. But I did find this, and this is from Birdie's Making Sense, and it's called You People. And it is absolutely the cutest souffle I think I've ever seen. And look at the spelling of you, which explains why there's a little sheep on there. So this is Fruit Loops type apricot and mango coconut milk. Oh, again, not really within season, but you know, apricot. I mean, if I was going to melt apricot, this actually smells quite good, by the way. If I'm going to do apricot, I don't think I'm really going to do it in December, but here we are. And then a scent that started with A, I also pulled because I just don't have enough apricot going on. I actually had a scent, I think, from Yankee Candle, Mary Berry, which I was very surprised to see had apricot, but I forgot to pull it. So if I think of it, I'll melt it because I think I've had it for a couple of years now and I should melt it. And that's more like a this kind of year kind of scent. But yeah, so I pulled A. And this is also from Zape, Abominable Snowman. I think it might be a Zape month this month. I really did not do that on purpose. So this is Fluffy Cashmere, Fir Tree Forest, Applewood, and Icy Winter Air. Not sure how I feel about that, but I guess we're going to find out. I think I purchased this last year, marked down. I did get an email from Zape recently that their Christmas scents, or their seasonal scents, period, including fall, are marked down 25%. I wanted to go in so bad and order the scents that I love now that they're marked down. But, you know, it's 2025. I've got to slow my roll on all the wax. I was working on organizing my wax today, and it is insane the amount of wax I have. So I am also going to work on a bit of a destash. I was hoping to have that done way before now, but yeah, I've got to slow my roll, like I said. Oh, I like this prompt for day 10. Melt something you would score a 10 out of 10. So this was hard. I pulled a number of scents because there are a lot of scents that, let's face it, there's a lot of good ones that are 10 out of 10. I had to pull from Second and Spruce. This was from her Milk and Cookies sampler that she recently released, well, a few months ago. This is Coconut Beach Party Milk and Cookies. I have melted this scent before, and it is amazing. It's coconut cream, toasted coconut cookies, beach party, which is her beach nights type, and milk and cookies. And Second and Spruce's milk and cookies is the best, in my opinion, the best. and the most amazing throwing in the vendor wax world that I've tried. Also pulled from Scoopable Wax Melt, Shake It Up. This says so good. So this is Yellow Cake, Birthday Cake, and Cupcakes at Tiffany's, which is Scoopable's 3 Cakes blend. And Peppermint Milkshake and Sugar Cookie Dough. Oh my gosh, this is the most delicious, creamy peppermint scent that you will ever smell in your life. From The Pharmacist's Daughter, I pulled Sweet Mountain Java. Again, this is so, so good. Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, which, in my opinion, The Pharmacist's Daughter excels at. And they excel at coffee, so yeah, this is one of the best. This is probably my favorite coffee scent from The Pharmacist's Daughter, but they have so many good ones, it's hard to pick a favorite. So Pumpkin Pecan Waffles, Cinnamon Sugar Donuts, Vanilla Butter Fudge, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Coffee House. This is super duper fantastic performing and such a good sweet bakery gourmand coffee blend. From Britta's Creepy Treasures, I had to pull Mad Hatter. This says so good. This is Tea and Cakes, Danish Butter Cookies, and Sweet and Creamy. Britta's Danish Butter Cookies is on a whole other level. And her Tea and Cakes, this scent is so unbelievably strong. All of these perform very well, which, you know, leads into that 10 out of 10. Not just the scent, the performance. And then from Lavender and Speckles, I had to pull Pine Cones and Beach Marshmallow. Again, Beach Marshmallow is Beth's Beach Nights blend. This is roasted pine cones, vanilla birch, marshmallows, vanilla, sea salt, driftwood, a hint of s'mores, which is their versions of Bath & Body Works Beach Nights. Oh my God. Another amazing performer, super strong, goes on, and it smells absolutely beautiful, stunningly beautiful. I have to, always have to have that scent in my life. Always. So day 11 is pick a scent that gives you the feeling of a warm hug. So I pulled a number. From Scoopable Wax Melts, I pulled a scoop of By the Fire. This is Bonfire, Palo Santo, and Beach Nights. I just think this smells so cozy. Definitely in that warm hug kind of vibe. Yep. Can't wait to get into that and see what that smells like on warm. This is new to me, but I'm so excited about this because this scent just gets rave reviews from people. This is from Second and Spruce Winter Sleigh Sampler, and this is Tipsy Gingerbread. I don't know if I can get that out, but there's like a little, he's a little smushed. Her wax is super, super soft, so things tend to get smushed, but I don't really care. It performs fantastic. So there, he's a little, oh my gosh, it smells so good. He's a little smushed, but he smells amazing. Gingerbread cookies, eggnog, frosted sugar cookies. That's it, plain and simple. Yeah, I can't wait to get into that. I'm so excited about warming that. Like I said, so many people rave about that. So that's Tipsy Gingerbread, and it smells so strong on cold. And then from Rose Girls, I pulled labels coming off. I noticed that with a number of my Rose Girls labels are coming off. Not the scents themselves, which doesn't matter, but the label that has her old logo. This is Fire Mario. And this comes from her Mario collection, Mario Brothers. So this is Marshmallow Fireside, Donut Holes, and Espresso Beans. I have not warmed this yet, but I hear it's really good. So day 12, the prompt is organizing your wax. Melt something you have been avoiding or forgotten about. So I haven't really been avoiding any of these, but these are older scents that have been sitting in my bins for a little bit, so I pulled them for this prompt. L3 Waxy Wonders. This is a little gingerbread house. And orange, cinnamon, sugared spruce, sweet cream. So orange, cinnamon, sugared spruce, and sweet cream. I think those are the scent notes. I really need commas. So her gingerbread house is so cute. And I have a few of them from last year. And so I figured I really need to be warming those. And so I pulled that. And then I pulled 2 scents from Harper James. I pulled Berry Sweet. This is in her brownie bags. This is Bear Claws, Coffee Cake, and hint of birthday cakes. There's that. And then Raspberry Cupcakes. And this is raspberry jam, cream cheese frosting, and cupcake. I guess you could technically say this is a scent I've been avoiding, because if you watch my former videos, you know that I've kind of raspberry jammed myself out and haven't really been doing raspberry jam. So yeah, this would fit that prompt too. Alrighty, day 13, melt a scent with an icy snow theme. Icy/snow theme. So I pulled a number. There are some leftovers here from December, my December melting basket, and I'll start with those two first. Actually, there's 3 that came from my December basket, so they actually all fit this prompt, so that worked out. So the first one I pulled that was from in my December basket is Harper Jane's Frostbite. And this is white birch, cedarwood, peppermint, vanilla, and sugar cookie. This was poured back in October of last year, so really want to get through that. Scuba wax melts, I pulled Let It Snow. This was also a leftover from my December melting basket. This is peppermint, Palo Santo, and marshmallow smoothie. For Zape, also leftover from my December melting basket, this is Snow Angels. These shapes are like so large, like, oh my gosh, like, it's just amazing how big they are. So this is sweet mint, powdered sugar, fresh cherry, and coconut. So that's quite different for this time of year, but I'm excited about trying it. And then I pulled 2 new scents. This is Scentssy's Best in Snow. I think that's the first Scentsy bar that I've pulled. Interesting, because I have a number of Scentsy bars, but yeah, I think this has, it definitely smells like it has some kind of mint in it and like an air note and possibly a little bit of tree. So that's Best in Snow from Scentsy. And then second in spruce is Snow Angel. And this is Vanilla Snowflake. Oh, I love that. From Bath & Body Works. Angel Food Cake, Sweet Lavender, and a hint of Vanilla Balsam. I don't know about that lavender, but that smells really good. I really get that Vanilla Snowflake, and I love Vanilla Snowflake. So, yeah, I'm super excited about getting into that. So, day 14 says melt any fresh scent. And so, keeping in with the theme of January, winter, I pulled, speaking of, from Traverse City Wax, Vanilla Snowflakes, which I did question Lindsay whether or not this was the Bath & Body Works dupe, and she did say it was. I was a little confused because it has teak wood in it. So I don't think the Bath & Body Works type has teak wood in it, so that's why I thought I'd ask, but she did say it was a dupe. So this is spearmint, coconut cream, creamy vanilla, and teak wood. To me, this smells a little different than the Bath & Body Works type. It's a pretty scent, though, but I don't get vanilla snowflakes per se from this. Not exactly. So it is pretty, and I think I'll enjoy it. But, oh my gosh, is that bar not gorgeous? That is stunning. Just makes me happy to look at it. And then from Second and Spruce, I pulled Winter Citrus Reef, which is a Bath & Body Works dupe. This is citrus, pine, clove, woods, and musk. I just adore this scent. How pretty is that wax? This was poured last year. It smells so strong. That orange scent is so sweet and juicy and out of this world. So, oh my gosh, like super excited to get in that. Winter Citrus Reef. Day 15 is melt something you feel is on thin ice for returning next year. So I'm not really good at trying to predict what is going to come back from Scentsy and what's not going to come back. You kind of can get an idea sometimes when you start seeing products show up in clearance, like if you start seeing scent circles, things like that, car bars, things like that start to show up in clearance. Sometimes it's a clue, not always, because sometimes they just don't bring back, like, they may have pods, like, for instance, today I checked out the clearance section. I saw Mahalo coconut scent circles, and it got me concerned because I'm like, what's up with that? Mahalo coconut, I love that scent. I do have it in my club, so I'm fine. But sometimes when you see stuff like that, it makes you wonder. But sometimes they just don't offer that product in the bar scent. So it's not always a telltale sign, but often it can be. So I just went with a scent that I actually made it back to the catalog this year from a collection that was released last year. And I was glad to see it make it because I really love the scent. But it is a very light performer. So I don't know if it'll make it back again. But if it does, I will be happy. But I will club it anyway because I do like it. But this is Candy Cane Buttercream. So that's my guess. This is just a beautiful, yummy, delicious, creamy, super creamy, heavily filled buttercream scent with a little bit of candy cane. And it's just so good. If you like Scentsy's Vanilla Bean Buttercream, which this scent is based on, that was the collection it was part of. It was part of their Scentspirations collection. And that was a pretty decent one, the Vanilla Buttercream one. That's what that scent was based on. So day 16 is warm something you didn't get to in December. And technically I could have pulled all those other scents that I was just talking about, but they really fit that other prompt better. So I pulled one scent that was a leftover from December, and then I pulled a couple other scents that are just Christmas related and kind of wish I'd been able to get to them in December. So I thought, hey, it's my challenge. I'll pull those if I want to. So the first scent I pulled that was a leftover from a December melting basket. And I meant to get to this several times, but I just didn't. And I really do want to try it. This is Christmas Cookies from Teddy Bees. And this is an assortment of baked cookies, powdered sugar, buttercream, pine, and warm spices. I hear that this is really good. It's super pretty. I warmed through a number of, you'll see them coming up in my empties videos, a number of Teddy Bees Christmas scents. Some were definitely hits and some not so much, but it was a good Teddy Bees melting period during December. Sassy Girl Aroma, I pulled Santa. I Can Explain. Love that name. This is Blue Spruce, Black Raspberry, Rose, and Vanilla Bean. I thought that sounded interesting. And then also from Sassy Girl Aroma, I pulled Mrs. Claus Meets a Leprechaun. And if I don't get to this month, then maybe I'll save this for March because I feel like leprechaun. So this is Minty Milk, Coconut Meringue, and Sugar Cookies. That's an interesting set of scent notes. Oh man, that smells good. You really get that meringue note, and that is not always something you get in wax. So really enjoying the smell of that. So day 17, National Classy Day, Melt Something Elegant. Again, I was a little extra and pulled a number of scents, but you know, some of these pieces are small, so it won't take a lot to go through them, and I do melt in my bedroom too. So from Lavender and Speckles, I pulled Sweet on You. And this is Lemon Meringue, Sweet Blackberries, and Rich Vanilla Berry. I think this is a dupe for Bath & Body Works Sweet on Paris, and it smells absolutely beautiful. From Teddy Bees, I pulled Princess Kalia. Not sure if I'm saying that right. Vanilla Birch Beach Treats, which is her version of Beach Nights. Macaron, Moroccan Rose, and Fireside Marshmallows. Again, another beautiful scent, at least on cold. I haven't warmed it yet. I have like 2 souffles of that, so looking forward to seeing how that goes. I pulled this because I really want to try out her wax, and I have a little bit of it. I've placed one order with this vendor, and so I thought, let me see how this stuff performs. From Everything Vice, I pulled Blush. These little bars are so cute. So this is, it's hard to see the scent notes. Pink Sugar, Strawberry Pound Cake, Vanilla Bean Noel, and Cotton Candy. I thought that sounds like it would be pretty. It is pretty. I do get that pink sugar and that vanilla. So that should be interesting in my bedroom. And then from Scentsy, I pulled a oldie but goodie, a cozy cardigan. It is just a beautiful, soft rose. I think it's a little bit of amber. I think suede. Oh my gosh. It's so pretty. And it's such a good performer. Yeah, this is a must. I had to pull that for that prompt. So day 18, this is an interesting prompt. So this is Melt a Scentsy Club Scent or a heart, diamond, or spade-shaped wax. So I decided to go with Club Scent because I felt that was easier than trying to hunt down certain shapes. Although it's easy to find heart shapes for sure in wax. Spade, not so much. Diamond, maybe. But I just figured I have a Scentsy club. Let's just make this easy. And so I pulled a number of scents from my club. I pulled Holly Jolly Cider. This was a Christmas tree brick last year, and I do have a brick of it. Sleigh Ride. This returned to the catalog this year. It's a beautiful tree scent. Silver Bells. This is such a different but beautiful scent. Pepperminty, very nice. It's got a lot of interesting scent notes. And then this one was part of the Scents of the Season collection last year. This is Homestead Holiday. And this is, it's kind of like your mulled spice, you know, like cozy, Christmas, spicy, fruity kind of scent. And it's so pretty. So day 19, the prompt is warm something with eucalyptus. I do not like eucalyptus. I tend to avoid it like the plague. I will pick up a scent if there's enough scent notes that I think that eucalyptus will be drowned out, mainly. Very much muted. And I've had pretty good luck doing that, but I do not like strong eucalyptus. So I pulled 2 scents. From Sassy Girl Aroma, I pulled Ginger Snap Spruce. And this has a lot of scent notes. Ginger, brown sugar, butter, molasses, eucalyptus, mint, spruce, evergreen, vanilla, cinnamon, clove, milk, cedar, moss, and amber. That's a lot. But you see what I mean? There's no way I'm going to smell that eucalyptus, right? Yeah, I mainly get tree. It's like a very fresh tree scent. So it's interesting, the scent description or the title. But I really pick up Ginger Snap. And then from Kringle, I pulled Candy Cane Cashmere. And I don't have the scent notes with me, but I did look it up, and I know eucalyptus is in here, which kind of surprised me because I had no idea. This just smells like a really pretty, fresh, kind of outdoorsy, peppermint, cozy scent. It's very, very pretty. So, Candy Cane Cashmere. I do have the matching candle, so I'll plan to pull that out and get into that. Speaking of Kringle, has anyone taken part in the after Christmas sale that Kringle's doing? Their 3 wicks are like $10 and change right now. I did not need any more, but you know, I bought some. I bought some 3 wicks. I bought a couple of 2 wicks that were marked down. And then I purchased, I got an email that the 4 wicks were 20% off. And I already owned Jelly Donut and Christmas in the 4 wick, and I haven't burned them yet. But at 20% off, I was like, oh, I'm going to go in and get another one that I was interested in. So I picked up the macarons one. I have burned the 2 wick candle in macarons before and was not really impressed with the performance. The burn was perfect, as usual with Kringle. It burned absolutely wonderful, super clean. But it was also quite light. So I'm hoping the 4 wick does much better. I can't wait till I get it in hand and get my sniffer on it. But yeah, I placed 2 orders. My one order is coming. Is it tomorrow? I think it's coming tomorrow. My other order hasn't shipped yet. So the second order, of course, is the one the macarons 4 wick is in. But, you know. So for day 20, it says, snow in your area? Melt a white wax for yes and a green wax for no. So I have no idea if there will be snow on the 20th of January here. They are calling for some snow coming Monday. So I'm not a big lover of snow. I'm fine with snow as long as I can just watch it from the window. My electric stays on. My heat is warm and cozy. I don't have to go out in it. Then I love snow. But 5 minutes after it comes down, I hate it. It gets so dirty. It's such a mess to drive in. Yeah, I'm not a snow girl. But anyway, I say all that to say I pulled a green wax and a white wax just in case. The one wax actually is a leftover from December that I didn't get into. I kind of was avoiding it a little bit because it is a caramel apple cider scent. So I don't know, but it's Holiday Market from Second and Spruce. So that is a layered green, lighter on the bottom, darker on the top. My lid is a little, that lid just wants to keep popping. I may have to throw that in a bag. Yeah, every time I hit one side, the other side pops up. Yep, I'm going to stick that in a bag. I don't know why it's doing that. So anyway, Holiday Market is Fraser Fir, caramel apple cider, and a hint of cinnamon sugar. I definitely pick up that caramel apple cider. So pretty. Gosh, it's strong. So I don't know how much I'm going to love this one, but I guess I need to bite the bullet and try it. Yeah, I definitely got to put this in the bag. I don't know what the deal is with that lid. That's going to drive me nuts. So that's Holiday Market. And then the white wax I pulled was from Kringle Candle. This is Juniper and Laurel. This is a scent I've had before. It's so pretty. It's a really nice, it's got like laurel leaves. It's got juniper. I think it has like a tree note, like a sweet tree. It's just really, really lovely scent. And I also have the candles, so I will plan to team those up. And yeah, I mean, regardless, I'm going to melt through both of these. So pulled green and white. If anything, that's my Philadelphia Eagles colors, right? Can't be mad about that. So day 21 is warm a cotton or flannel scent. Truth be told, I don't really pick up scents that have flannel in it. Although I do think that's interesting because I did a search through my scent notes for flannel and I didn't come up with anything. But I think I have at least a couple scents from Britta's that has autumn flannel in it. Unless I've already warmed them. I don't know. But I didn't pull up anything. I also did a search from cotton and couldn't pull up anything. So I just went with a laundry scent and figured, well, we'll call it fair and square. So from Noel's Farm Scents, I pulled Clean. This is in one of Travis's chunk bags. And this is strawberry pound cake, raspberry, and spun sugar and laundry. It's a really pretty laundry scent. I do like laundry scents. I don't really like them in January, but I'm going to try it out, see how it goes. So that's Clean. So day 22 is Melt Any Bakery, or a scent that starts with B. Now you know, I am Miss Queen Bakery, so I went a little overboard on this one. So from Glitter Rowdy, I pulled Lou's Bakery. Again, it's a small piece. There's a couple of small ones here, so it won't take much to get through them. So this is a very popular scent apparently with Glitter Rowdy, and I have not warmed it yet. This is golden pastry, fresh dough, vanilla, sugar, cookies, and butter. So yeah, I'm going to warm that and see what all the chatter is about. From Super Tarts, I pulled Sookie. And this is hard to read. Gingerbread, yellow cake, applesauce, and buttercream. I think I remember smelling this and thinking it smelled different than I expected. Yeah, I definitely get that apple. Interestingly enough, that yellow cake is coming out more now that this has been sitting for a little bit. So I actually think I'm going to enjoy that. So try it out. We'll see. That's Sookie. From Southbound, I pulled Pecan Waffle Pound Cake. That's in one of her beautiful wax cakes. So this is pumpkin pecan waffles blended with creamy vanilla pound cake. Hell to the yeah. Man, that is bakery goodness. I'm having great luck with Southbound in my house, so yeah. I'm going to tear up that. From Harper James, I've got gingerbread cookies. I am also trying to work through my Harper James wax, if you can't tell. I have been noticing some of my older scents that have approached a year old or just over a year old have been much lighter than they smelled when I originally got them. So I think Harper James may be one of those vendors where I, like at least in my house, I need to kind of use it up within a year, which is fair. It's really what I should be doing. But I just have so much wax that I haven't been doing that. So that's nobody's fault but my own. But this is cinnamon, ginger, nutmeg, tonka bean, vanilla, and sugar. I did recently warm a gingerbread scent from Harper James that was a little bit over a year old or just at a year. And it was so good. And then I actually pulled this scent in a melting basket a month or two ago, and I didn't get to it. So I pulled it again. This is from Salt Mountain Melts Bake Shop. And I picked this up in a D-stash. This is powdered donuts, waffle cone, and marshmallow fluff. So day 23 is pick a scent that contains sandalwood. And I pulled from Harper James. This is from December of last year. So yeah, I should say 2023 now, right? This is Snowy Nights. This wax is so beautiful. So beautiful. It looks like a snowy night for real. Like if you looked out and it was like a blizzard, those are the colors you'd see. So this is sandalwood, toasted marshmallow, roasted pine cone, and sugar cookie. Yeah, I wanted to get into this. This is the prettiest souffle I've ever seen. It's like absolutely perfect. There's not a smudge on it. This is from Teddy B's, Anthony's Cabin. This is birch leaves, citrus peel, pine cones, white florals, vetiver, sandalwood, and woods. I just gotta get my sniffer in this one. This smells so warm and cozy. I love the name of that. I do know that this is based on a friend of hers whose son passed away. So there's a special meaning to that wax, and I look forward to warming that. This is one I wanted to get into in December, and I forgot to pull it. But Alexis Schluter had pulled it to melt in her basket. When I was watching her video, I was like, oh, I meant to pull that. And so I figured, well, I'm going to definitely pull it in January. So this is Nostalgia from Super Tarts. And this is Cotton Candy, Cactus, Jaws, Sandalwood, and Christmas Tree. I love Jaws from Super Tarts. This scent, you guys, if this smells as good on warm as it does on cold, oh my gosh, that's going to be a good melting day. And then from Scentsy, I pulled Pinkberry Sandalwood, which was a new scent to the spring summer catalog that was carried over to the fall winter catalog. Wow, this smells much stronger than when I first picked it up. So this is like pinkberry and sandalwood. I don't even know what pinkberry is, but I have another wax scent from Scentsy that also has pinkberry. And then I forget what else. I think cherry and like tonka. I think those are the other scent notes, but man, that smells much stronger. That's going to be good. Very pretty. Honestly, that could have went in that elegant category. So day 24, melt a scent that gets you compliments. Now, truth be told, I don't have a ton of company. I'm just kind of a loner. It's just how I am. When people have come in my house, it's interesting because when I used to warm wax at work, I did have people come into my office and say how good it smells, or walk by my office and say how good it smells. But I can't really warm wax at work anymore, although I do sneak a cube every now and then of a layer scent that I just do early in the morning before anyone else comes and arrives. But I guess I could have pulled one of those scents. I know Dashing was one of them that I definitely got compliments on. There was a citrusy scent I know people mentioned they really love the smell of. I don't think it was Blue Grotto. I don't know. There were several scents I could have pulled for that. But you know, my daughter comes in my house and she's just used to me having something going all the time. She never comments on my wax. Never. So I never know if she likes it or doesn't like it. Honestly, I don't think she even notices it. I'll ask her if she smelled something. She'll be like, no. So I think she just got so used to my house smelling all the time that, you know, but hopefully smelling good. So I just pulled a couple of scents that are popular. So I think they would get compliments and that I like. Well, one, I know I like. I've worn it before. And one, I think I'm going to like. It's pretty popular. So that one, I think I'm going to like, is from Teddy B's. That's Pacific Northwest Winter. This is Fresh Snow, Pine Sap, Fresh Mistletoe, Vanilla Balsam, the slight hint of cranberries, and burning fireplaces off in the distance. Like, come on. You know that's going to be good. And then from Kringle Candle, I have warmed this before, and I love it. It's a wonderful orange pomander scent. This is a Way in a Manger. I just got to get my nose in there. The orange in this. It's so bright and juicy. So, yeah. That's going to be a good day. Honestly, those two scents could probably be melted at the same time. And they would complement each other. So, there you go. Compliment. So, day 25 is melt a current or former scent of the month or a wax from your favorite vendor. The interesting thing here is, I know I pulled the Scentsy So when I went to pull one Scentsy scent of the month, I just happened to pull in a pile or an area where there were several scents of the month sitting in that area. So I went ahead and pulled several. But I thought I had also pulled a scent from my favorite vendor, which is Britta's Creepy Treasures. But I guess I didn't because I only have the Scentsy bar. So, yeah, I think I'm losing it. So anyway, like I said, I pulled several. I have Spooky But Sweet. This bad boy's in my club. It went away at the end of December. And yeah, I love it. It's like it just has like this maple note in it that's interesting. It kind of smells like a mixture of Gimme Candy and Scary Good. This was the scent of the month for September. I think it was September. Christmas Cookie, which was the scent of the month for November. And this is like gingerbread and tree and sugar cookie. No, it's gingerbread and tree. So good. Meant to Be Merry, which was the scent of the month, I think December of last year. It definitely was last year. And also returned this year as part of the scents of the season. So that's Meant to Be Merry. It's just a yummy, delicious buttercream scent. And then I've never warmed this. I picked up one bar. Didn't hear like fabulous reviews about it. I don't think people really were in love with this scent, but it was sitting in the pile and I pulled it. So that's Meet at the Mistletoe. And this was also a scent of the month last year. I wonder if this was November, this was December. I don't know. But I think they both were, again, I say last year, but 2023. So I don't know if I'll get through all of these, but I pulled them since they were right nearby. And if I don't, you know, they'll keep. I can warm them later. So day 26, the prompt is melt a wax that has a Z in its name. So I thought that was interesting. And it was much easier to find than I thought. So I pulled a few. From L3 Waxy Wonders, I pulled Frosty's Freeze. This is in her Fluted Tarts, which I love. I love her Fluted Tarts. That's probably my favorite scent format from her wax format. This is Buttermint's Candy Cane Vanilla Buttercream. You can imagine that smells amazing. From Scoopable Wax Melts, which by the way, the name is now Macaron Wax Melt as of the new year. And she is running a pre-order right now. I haven't looked at it. I do think there are a couple of scents that I'm going to order, but very, very small order. Just because there were new scents. Just a couple of new scents. I'm already off to a bad start, but yeah, just a couple. Cinnamon Glazed Oranges. I've had this before and I love it. This is the simple elegance of zestful slices of cool oranges drizzled with a warm, savory cinnamon glaze. You get a little bit of cinnamon in here. You mainly get that very juicy, bright orange. And you guys know I love orange scents. So, you know, glazed has a Z. And then from L3, I pulled in her bunts Blizzard Breezes. And this is Peppermint, Spearmint, Creme de Menthe, and Toasted Mallow. So, I gotta see what this smells like. Oh, that's good. Oh, wow. Oh, that's giving me like buttermint vibes. So, yeah, that smells really nice. So, day 27 is a kind of a weird prompt. It's mix a favorite colored wax with a wax in a color that you don't care for. Now, I'm not a good blender. I don't blend waxes much at all because I just don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really do like customs. If I do customs, I usually use it to get scents that a vendor already has in its scent profile and that I want to get my hands on then. And so I'll use them that way. I may use someone else's customs that they came up with that I think sounds good. I just am not good. I've tried it a couple of times. It just hasn't worked out well for me. So I just pulled a couple of waxes that, you know, are my favorite color and not really my least favorite color because I'm a color kind of girl. So I really like colors. I do know that my favorite color is pink. But I don't know that there's a color that I really don't like. I mean, I guess there are some colors when you look at them, you're like, ugh. Like, you know, you see like a car and you're like, what were they thinking when they bought that color? But I don't know. I don't know that I have any wax in colors like that. But I did my best. So from Britta's Creepy Treasures, I thought this was interesting because It's my favorite color on top, and then it's like black on the bottom. So I'm thinking black, even though, you know, I'm okay with black. There's nothing wrong with black. But it's kind of color free. And since I'm a color girl, I thought, okay, well, we'll pull this. So this is Phoebe. And this is in her little tube stones. As you can see, pink on the front, black on the bottom. And there's kind of purple in between. It's absolutely beautiful wax. I love Brita's layered wax. So this is lavender, pink sugar, pink berry, and tonka. Don't know how I feel about it because it's got lavender, but we'll see. From Teddy Bees, I pulled in my favorite color, peppermint cookies and cashmere. And this is peppermint sugar cookies, sugar cookie dough, cashmere cream, and vanilla birch. How delicious does that sound? And then I thought this color is kind of like a poopy color. So yeah, I'll go with this as a not like. This is from L3 Waxy Wonders. Espresso, gingerbread, eggnog, confetti cake pop, which is a Bath & Body Works type. The confetti cake pop part. So yeah, I got to get my sniffer on this because yeah, I haven't smelled this in ages. I picked it up last January. So it's a year old. I definitely get the espresso and I definitely get that gingerbread. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, not too pretty, right? In the color department. I mean, it's not awful. It's just like a tan. I don't know. It's the best I could do. So day 28, this is an interesting one. Blizzard Twist. Melt a wax that you could link to Dairy Queen. So I pulled from Rose Girls, Blizzard on the Star Express. And I pulled that because the name Blizzard in the name, which kind of could fit that Z one too. But, you know, Dairy Queen's known for their blizzards. So this is candy cane, eggnog, ice cream, marshmallow, caramel cheesecake, and frosted sugar cookies. I just picked this up recently. This is from her Mario collection. That smells really good. Part of my 2025 resolution will be to work really hard on doing my Rose Girls wax quicker. Not letting it sit so long. Sassy Girl Aroma, I pulled Chunky Monkey Cookies. And you'll understand why when you hear the scent notes. This is banana milkshake, kettle corn, sugar cookies, and vanilla waffle cone. So 2 of the scent notes there are definitely something you could find at Dairy Queen. Oh my gosh. That is, whew. Again, not really my scent profile at this time of year, but that is a super creamy banana dessert, almost banana pudding vibe. And then from The Pharmacist's Daughter, I pulled peppermint cakes. We all know that Dairy Queen makes ice cream cakes, and this is peppermint, vanilla ice cream, vanilla cupcake, and buttercream frosting. Oh, man. That is good. I love me some peppermint with bakery. Day 29, melt something earthy. So I pulled from Traverse City Wax, Palo Santo, and Fireside Frosting. And this is Palo Santo, marshmallow, smoky embers, and buttercream frosting. I have had this scent before and I like it. From Lavender and Speckles, I pulled Birchwood and Buttercream. And this is crisp birchwood pine blended with a sweet, decadent scent of buttercream. So day 30 is Stop Hoarding. Melt something you love now and enjoy it. So I pulled a couple of lobes. There's no way I'm going to get through all of these lobes. Pull 2. There's no way I'm getting through all of this month. I will definitely have to put some away for next month or afterward. But I thought I'd get started. So from Harper James, I pulled Pink Peppermint Cookies. And this is Peppermint Pink Sugar Cookie Royale. This is absolutely delicious peppermint cookie scent. Very like similar to like your Bath & Body Works Peppermint Sugar Cookie, which they did not bring back this year to the disappointment of many, including myself. And I also pulled from Screwball Wax Melts. And this was originally a Rose Girl scent, but Kathy poured it. This is Let Me Play Guitar at You. And sometimes she does that. Jenny is her daughter, so sometimes, and she's the original Rose Girl, so sometimes they kind of interchange scents. Some of Jenny's scents that she pours today are actually the original Rose Girl scents, so that makes sense. But this one was a request, and she did pour it. So Let Me Play Guitar at You is marshmallow fireside, roasted pine cones, pine, and salty sea air. I melted this last year, and oh my gosh, it was so good. It's fresh, it's sweet, it's earthy, it's very, very enjoyable, and yeah, I had to get a loaf of it, so. And is that green wax not stunning? That is just gorgeous. Makes me happy. So let me play guitar at you. And then the 31st, very last day of January, the prompt is melt a warm beverage scent. I am spilling wax everywhere, so I guess you can tell that I might have went crazy on this one. Apparently, I really like warm beverage scents because I have a lot of them in my collection. So I pulled a few. So let's start with Scentsy. I pulled Marshmallow Mint Cocoa. Recently melted this, and oh my gosh, it's such a good peppermint hot chocolate scent. I also pulled from Scentsy Hazelnut Latte. This was in my club, but I removed it. It's a good bar. I really like the scent of it, but it's not a great performer. From Kringle Candle, this is a favorite. I pulled Hot Chocolate. This is such a good, strong hot cocoa scent. I also plan to pull the candle when I do that. From the Pharmacist's Daughter, I pulled Peppermint Vanilla Latte. Look at those little stick bars. I think these are called like break apart bars. I don't know. I never remember what people call them. This is Vanilla Latte, Sugar Cookies, and Peppermint. From Harper James, I pulled Apple Chai Tea. And this is Black Tea, Apple, and Cinnamon Spices. I am sensitive to chai sometimes. This is really nice. That apple in there is really, really nice. And I love that black tea note. So I think that's going to be really warm and cozy. And then from Traverse City Wax, I pulled Peppermint Mocha. This bar is so pretty. Peppermint, cocoa powder, marshmallows, and coconut milk. Let me get a last sniff in. That smells good. I hope it performs well. I have not had the best of luck with performance from Traverse. Although I have, like I said, melted that Apollo scent before. And it did okay. I did that in my open space. So hopefully I have the same luck. And I've noticed that if I let this sit longer, it does better. So if I give it a really long cure time, and this has been sitting since July, so we'll see. But it smells quite strong. And peppermint can be strong. So I'm hoping for the best. So anyway, guys, that'll do it for my melting basket for January. I'm obviously not going to get through all of this, but I'm going to make as big of a dent as I can. I'm going to enjoy as much as I can. I'm looking really forward to these warm, cozy, wintry, tree, peppermint, chocolate. I love all those kind of scents in January. So it's going to be a good, fun, melting month. Fall and winter scents are my absolute favorites. So looking forward to January. I'm looking forward to February. I could hold off on the spring scents. I know the vendors now are gearing up and doing the pre-orders with the spring scents. And I'm like, it's good for me because I won't be tempted to order as much. I don't think. Because fall and winter really get me. But that didn't stop me from ordering a ton of spring summer wax last year. So, I digress. Hopefully I stay strong. I'm hoping to do a video on what my plans are as far as vendor wax and Scentsy this year. I think a number of us YouTubers are doing that to kind of just give ourselves a little bit of a grounding as to what we plan to get into this year, how hard or not hard we plan to take it, what vendors we may be planning on ordering from, what vendors we may be planning to try for the first time, what vendors we may be skipping on, only because maybe we have an abundance of that vendor's wax in our collection already. Maybe certain scents we plan on picking up or not picking up. So, budget, what we're planning on budget, how low of a buy we may be on, how big of a buy we may be on. You know, I think a lot of us are kind of thinking that way right now. It just makes sense at the beginning of the year to think about your budget, to think about what you already have in your stash. I think that makes sense. And I totally do think that I'm going to do a video like that because I think I need to say it to do it. But, you know, work in progress. But anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this content today, guys. And let me know in the comments below what you plan to get into in your January melting basket, if you make a melting basket. If you don't, just tell me what you plan to melt this week, this day. Yeah, comment below. I would love to hear from you. And I hope you will like and subscribe. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And I would just love to have you here, where I talk about all things home fragrance, including Scentsy wax, vendor wax, candles, a little bit of everything. And I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a great day and Happy New Year. You guys, so I forgot to mention the Rose Girls wax that I was going to get into, or try to get into as much as possible this month. With all the wax that I pulled from my January melting basket, it's pretty obvious I'm not going to get through all of these, but I'm sure going to try to make a little bit of a dent. So I've got Donut Hole Streuselkuchen, Where the Treetops Glisten. I should tell you well, there are no scent notes on that. That's what it is. This is Fraser Fir, Balsam, Vanilla Sandalwood, and Royal Sugar Cookies. Vanilla Musk Noel. You can see the label starting to come off of that one. This is Vanilla Musk and Vanilla Bean Noel. Pretty in Pink. And I kind of thought this would match that Elegant one too, because I'm thinking this has got to be pretty. So there's that. And the scent notes on this are Strawberry Pound Cake, Almond Macarons, and Vanilla Crunch Donuts. Actually, this sounds more yummy than pretty, doesn't it? So that's Pretty in Pink. But first, coffee. And this is Donut Holes, Cup of Cake, Brown Sugar, and Coffee with Cream. That sounds amazing. Chocolate Chip Cookies and Carbs. I really do love carbs, so I have a feeling that's going to be a good one. I just don't know how well they'll perform. Up on the Castle Top, this one is from last December. Love the colors. This is Berry Creme Brulee and Rice Krispie Treats. And then last I have Cookie Land, which is a pretty popular blend of Rose Girls. This is Confetti Cake, Toffee Butterscotch Pretzels, and Cookies. That's, like I said, their famous Cookie Land. So that'll have it. I've got a number of mini melters here. Most of these were poured, or I received them in January 2024. So going on a year old this month. Yeah, I pretty much pulled all this. I can't hold them all in one hand. There's too many. But I received all these in January 2024, with the exception of that one that was 2023, December 2023. So a lot of these are bakery blends, because that's what I'm into. So yeah, I just pretty much need to make a dent in those. So I will work on them as much as possible. And of course, I'll report how they do in my empties videos. So I will say goodbye again. And again, Happy New Year, and I'll see you next one. Bye-bye, guys.